Now we review She-Hulk, Episode 2, Superhuman Law. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my friends will not let me see the next episode of She-Hulk. Not that I'm dying to see it, but they won't let me see the next episode of She-Hulk unless I review the last episode of She-Hulk. So I'm very behind on episodes of She-Hulk, and we're doing Attorney at Law, Superhuman Law, which is the second episode, and it's kind of a slow episode. So yeah, before I get into that, let me remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean, and 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. So yeah. So, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. If you took the Teen Wolf movie with the guy from Back to the Future where it's like, you're only in this play because you're the wolf, and then you took that song, you know, I'm just a girl in the world, that's all that you let me be. Threw that into a blender with She-Hulk, you've got this episode. Because, you know, get the job just for being the She-Hulk. Which is, I mean, it's like, look, you've got a superhero lawyer, right? And, you know, it's like, yeah, when she's not saving the world in the courtroom, she's saving the world in the rest of the world. So anyone would want this woman because this would make them the #1 searched law firm in all the world. But we suspend our disbelief and make this a problem. So here it is, instead of her being a hero, she's a freak, and no one will hire her. And her internal monologue likens this very much to the concept of being a woman lawyer. Which, I mean, dude, I don't know if you have much experience in law, but there are a lot of women lawyers. I mean, you know, I have 2 lawsuits going right now. Both of my lawyers are female. You know, and they work with, I mean, they're not exclusively female lawyers in their office, but, I mean, I saw a lot of female lawyers. Being a lawyer is a chick thing now. Used to be a Jewish thing, you know, my people, but now it's a woman thing, so it's expanded to 52% of humanity. And, you know, so here is She-Hulk being discriminated for being a different lawyer. Not because she's a woman, but because she's different. And, of course, she is still... I'm getting too excited. She is still a 7-foot tall, 8-foot tall supermodel who happens to be green. So I cannot believe otherwise in this episode that nobody is calling her up and saying, hey, we'd like to do, you know, some photo shoots with you. You know? Like... Okay, not saying she would do that, but she might, if she needed the money, do a swimsuit, you know, conservative. Of course, the swimsuits would have to be custom made, wouldn't they? Anyway, so supermodel lawyer eventually gets a job, and she has got to defend who of all people but someone who tried to kill her cousin. And this is very much an episode about fitting in and giving people second chances. The only problem is that it is not an episode where the theme is people deserve a second chance. So look, this is an establishment episode. It's not going to be great. We are establishing facts more than we are telling story. There is not a lot of conflict going on. This is a basic thing where it's like, look, you've got to do something you don't want to do, but you know, there's a gun to your head. You got to be able to pay the rent. Okay? This is something that we all recognize, we all feel, well, no. People like me recognize, people like me feel, people like me understand. I don't know if I'd call it entertaining, but it is telling. Only thing is, this woman is, you know, going to be a rich lawyer, and I'm still going to be a poor YouTuber. But of course, you can change that by commenting, liking, and subscribing. I'm Richard, and my cat is making noise. Bad kitties! Bad! Don't make noise when Daddy is filming! Alright, humans. Randall the Rat here, and you can see I'm sporting some bling. I'm reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe so that Richard, the man that owns this channel, can buy this bling. And why would you do that? Because each one of these necklaces is from the Conqueror. And they represent 5 trees. 5 glorious trees that are full of birds and worms and other things that I love to eat. That Richard has paid to have planted. Yes, that's right. He walks, he buys these, they plant trees. So all you have to do is comment, like, and subscribe so Richard can afford to go places where he walks, where he can get medals like this and plant trees, and you could have a better, greener world. Isn't that worth it? So, lazy human on that computer, comment, like, and subscribe. Better world for you, better world for me, and maybe I won't eat your face!